Hello, all six of you who are watching. I'm Ruben Dominguez with this week's sports segment. It's almost spring break. I know you're all wishing today was Friday so you could scamper off to the beach and oogle at hot people in swimwear. So, this is going to be a nice, short, and sweet sports segment today. Here for your viewing pleasure are the top 5 sports stories heading into spring break. Number 5. New arena financing. With the March 1st deadline looming, Sacramento City Mayor and NBA great Kevin Johnson released a joint statement with NBA Commissioner David Stern. The statement stated that the two sides are optimistic that they will reach a financial term sheet by the deadline. The two parties met in Orlando during the 2012 All-Star Weekend. Johnson and the Sacramento Kings are looking to the NBA to help finance a $387 million new arena. Naturally, I am ecstatic at the thought that the Kings could actually possibly stay in Sacramento. However, I'm also confused. I thought Stern hated the Kings. He certainly made that clear during the 2002 Western Conference Finals. The video of those games has become the NBA's version of the Watergate tapes. Can't find them anywhere. Speaking of LA bias, where the hell has ESPN been on this? It's only a major professional sports team possibly moving to a new city. This is important stuff. If it were, say, the Mavericks or the Lakers in the Kings' position, it would be front page news. Only because it is a less popular city, like Sacramento, is this story not getting the credit it deserves. Number 4. Toothless Tiger. 3 years ago, the headline, "Nick Watney beats Tiger Woods," would have come with tales of the biggest upset in golf history. Now, it seems newsworthy if Tiger actually beat guys like Y.E. Yang and Louis Oosthuizen. Woods has not won a PGA Tour event since the 2008 U.S. Open. His recent struggles have dropped his world golf ranking from number 1 to number 58. At the WGC Accenture Match Play Championships last weekend, Woods was defeated by Watney 1-up. Woods had several opportunities to make tying putts. He missed all of them. Golf fans around the world continue to wonder if we will ever see the once great Woods return to his dominant form. Certainly, the fear of Woods from other golfers is gone. I knew Elin Nordegren took a lot of his stuff in the divorce, but did she take his balls as well? I think Tiger's rubbing off on me. My performance is declining. I feel like Jay Leno right now. This isn't good. Let's move on, shall we? Number 3. Where could they go? Back to not golf. The NBA trade deadline is fast approaching. Several big names are still on the market. The biggest by far is Magic center Dwight Howard. Now, I talked about this much more in depth last week. I mentioned how it would suck if he went to the Lakers and about how it makes perfect sense to come to Sacramento. So this week, I'll talk about other possibilities. Rivals Boston and Los Angeles are both in the trade news involving unhappy superstars. Lakers forward Pau Gasol was revealed to have been offered as trade bait to the Houston Rockets in the vetoed Chris Paul trade over the summer. Gasol's teammate, Lakers guard and rapist Kobe Bryant, expressed anger over the fact that Gasol had been on the chopping block. The same can be said for Celtics guard Rajon Rondo. Rondo had been offered in trades with the Indiana Pacers and New Orleans Hornets. A year after trading Rondo's teammate and BFF Kendrick Perkins to the Oklahoma City Thunder for basically nothing, GM Danny Ainge is back at it again. Could a Rondo-Gasol trade be in the works? All I know is, I've tried several Howard to Sacramento trades on ESPN.com's trade machine. They all work. Number 2. New York Knicks reality check. Speaking of players who could get traded, Carmelo Anthony and the New York Knicks took their talents to South Beach against the Miami Heat. In Lynn Sanity's stiffest test to date, the Knicks were given a clear, slap-in-the-face reality check. They aren't quite there yet. The Heat dominated the Knicks 102-88. It was Miami's 8th straight win by double digits. The Knicks held Jeremy Lin to career lows as a starter in points, 8, shooting, 1 for 11, and assists, 3. The Heat's big 3 each scored 20 or more points. The Knicks are 1-2 since Anthony returned to the lineup. The coercion and flow seen in the pre-Anthony Linsanity era has been replaced by disjointed basketball. The armor still has a hole in the game of the Knicks: their teamwork. Take notes, ESPN. Still, it's only been 3 games. The Knicks will probably evolve into a solid 3 or 4 seed in the East. The Heat proved that New York isn't quite there yet. Number 1. Braun wins his appeal. Holy crap. That is, for the most part, what sports fans around the country exclaimed when they found out that Milwaukee Brewers outfielder Braun won his appeal of a drug test. Braun was voted NL MVP last year. A few weeks later, it was revealed that Braun had failed a drug test. Braun appealed the test result and the 50-game suspension that came with it. To the shock of everyone, Braun won his appeal. The test has been labeled incorrect, and Braun's 50-game suspension has been lifted. The shock does not come from the fact that Braun didn't take PEDs. In the history of baseball, no player has ever won an appeal over a positive drug test. Until last week. What made Braun's case so special? According to the report, Braun's urine sample— no, we're not going to put a picture of urine on the green screen behind me— was left in the home of a FedEx driver during the whole weekend. Sitting in the container for so long, the sample changed to become positive. And now the whole NL Central picture has to be redone. Ladies and gentlemen, the new corporate sponsors of the Milwaukee Brewers, FedEx! On that lovely note, I shall end for now. This has been the Sports Segment with Ruben Dominguez. Back to you guys.